Shout out to Kevin Wayne, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. Even if
so we got 20.
Ron don't want to
by the
give
way,
him
Ron,
credit.
I'm glad that was brought up because just so you know, Ron, we got 20 before last night. We had 25 more games. KD is about 300 points behind Jordan for 5. You think he passes him this year?
Let me go ahead and put this on the screen. This is
He's 286 points away.
Okay.
So logically speaking, if he averages 29 for the next 10 games, he gonna do it.
And we got 25. We got 25 more games.
Yes, left. Kevin Durant is passing Michael Jordan this season. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Kobe's about to go down to 5.
Yes, he is.
It's nice to see James Harden is now on these lists. It's just nice seeing him.
Yeah. When are KD and James need to retire. Stop.
No. They chasing greatness. Come on, man.
Nah, I don't think James gonna catch Kobe, but KD gonna. So Kobe gonna be 5th. That's what he's gonna be 5th.
James cracking 30K, right?
Yes.
Yeah, James gonna hit 30K. Yeah, he's like 1,000 away right now. Yeah, he gonna hit 30K.
Okay.
But yeah, KD passing MJ this year. He'll pass Kobe next year, and then we'll see how long he keeps going after that to see where he ends.
It's gonna be hard to get them alone.
Well, he said that he wants to play in the Olympics tomorrow, so that means he's expecting to play through 28, 29.
Which is crazy.
Crazy that he wants to play in the Olympics, or crazy that he wants to play until 29?
What's wrong with that?
Didn't we already have this conversation last? Yeah, didn't we have this conversation last year? But we got to.
Now we mad that the guy want to hoop. Like what?
Yeah, we love basketball enough.
I'm not even saying just KD. I'm not even just talking about KD. I'm saying.
But nobody said nothing about LeBron though.
I'm also talking about him.
You didn't want LeBron to play in 24?
I know.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
If you hoop until you can't hoop no more.
Yeah, time out. Why didn't you want LeBron to play in 24, Chill?
Because we got enough. We got enough young guys to supplant everything.
Wait, hold on. They would have lost.
We don't know what they would have lost. We don't know that.
No, we know they would have lost.
No, we don't know that. We just know what they did when he was on the crew.
They all played on the team, and LeBron was the best player on the team in the Olympic run.
That doesn't mean that you lose, though.
Okay, sure. But LeBron was the best player on the team over the run.
Yes, he was.
Right. So, and then Steph picked up in the fourth quarter and in the last 2 games, and then KD also carried them through the elimination tournament.
Absolutely.
If they don't have one of those players, they don't win the tournament.
Okay, that's not necessarily how that works.
That's not the way that
that's not how it works. But you can also say that those games were very close.
Yep.
And the old heads were the 3 best Americans they had.
Yeah.
So if you take away their 3 best players, it's possible it goes a different way. But you can also say, different team setup, camaraderie, whatever. Like maybe they blow out Serbia instead of it being close. Like things can change. But it's also logical. It's also logical to say that, if you take away the 3 best players from the team, that scrapes through some games off the heroics.
I mean, because Mars, that's how sports work. So I'm happy that you were able to point that out to the non-sports knowers, because clearly.
And the fact that we, I mean, what are we? 3 years from now? So
I was talking to Swiper, but
so 2 years from now, KD.
I'm not feeling Swiper right now.
So 2 summers from now, KD will be going 39, going on 40 years old. We already did this with the 41-year-old and the other old guys. So we don't have any young guys that we don't have any young guys. And by the way, this will be KD's 5th Olympics. 5th.
What's wrong with
that?
What's wrong with it?
KD's still one of the best American players in the league.
And he is. Just like James was one of the best American players in 24. But we got young guys. Like, you guys have done everything that you need to do. You've done it all.
Gold medal. He wants another gold medal.
Okay, sure he does. And if we got younger guys who are still awesome and we can bring these guys up in the Team USA system, let's do that. Just like James.
Put him on Kevin Durant.
Put him on a select team. Let him play. They got James Wiseman and Elfrid Payton playing FIBA games right now. Go do that. Like I don't know what the problem is.
And Brandon Knight.
Jimmer been playing 3-on-3 FIBA ball for 10 years. Let him go do that.
Jimmer different in that 3-on-3 though.
But chill. My thing about it is, shame on these young dudes for not passing up the old heads. That's on them. If I'm Kevin Durant, I'm not finna stop playing until somebody takes my spot. I'm not finna give it to these young punks. Y'all better step your game up.
Which is why
that's tough. It's tough because these kind of
what's tough about that? This is competition. If I'm better than you, I'm keeping my spot.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're going to get put on the team regardless because they are. So even like, let's say come 28, if it's between KD and some up-and-coming American player that might be better than Kevin Durant right now. If Kevin Durant says, I want to play on the Olympic team, Kevin Durant's going to get the spot. If
that's
LeBron says,
I don't believe that that's how it's going to work. I don't believe
because
that
if Khan
that's
can nipple by that point is better than KD and does what they need to do, he's going to make the team.
Cooper Flag
will be. He'll be on. That's not even a question. He's going to be on.
But what about those other young guys who are better than him at that point?
No, but hold on.
I don't think. Real talk. I don't think we'll sacrifice. I don't think we'll sacrifice medals to appease old heads. If Kevin Durant's not good enough at this point, they're not going to have him on the team. So that's my thing.
No, but hold on.
But KD himself has also said if he doesn't feel he can contribute, he won't.
Why? But I'm trying to understand though, because I want to understand the pushback on 24. Because Chill, you seem to be of the mindset that if those three didn't play, then simply it just would have been, hey, insert Jason Tatum, insert Devin Booker, insert I don't know whoever the other four would have been, Anthony Davis or whatever.
I'm of that mindset as well.
But again, to challenge that mindset, the issue was
going on.
The issue was they didn't have another wing that was scoring better than either KD or Bron over the course of that run. They also didn't have another wing able to put pressure on the defense to the degree that LeBron did, i.e. not even just the last two games, but when they played versus who was it, Mars? The first African team they played with Gabriel on it. Was South Sudan?
Yeah, South
Sudan. Real talk. Even in that game, if they didn't have his athleticism
they would have lost.
They would have lost. So I think this idea that they just shouldn't have been there, because I think for you, Chill, you feel like Tatum and others should have got that shine over like LeBron and them, which I think is more about like maybe a biased or players you like that are younger. I think if you actually watch the games, like again, that closeout game with KD went crazy in the fourth quarter versus Serbia. Embiid had some moments in that game too, but then it was really Steph. But Steph kept him in. Remember, Steph made 6 threes in the first quarter.
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Like nobody else could do anything. I'm saying that if you try,
I mean, but they're the ones playing.
No. But real talk,
that's my thing. That's a
lot
of issues.
Not only are they the ones,
that's a big issue with like the whole block bot with the whole plus minus thing y'all be doing. That's a big issue with that too. I can't see a guy play 5 minutes in a basketball game and he don't give you a whole bunch of minutes, and you take those 5 minutes and act like that's how the game would have been if he played 27 or 28 minutes. That's just not how basketball works.
Sure, but that's never how basketball works. Better players play.
What I'm saying. No, but right. Okay, but not always.
But in the NBA, the players that get the majority of the minutes are the best players. In this run, Devin Booker had moments. He was really good. Anthony Edwards had moments, was good. Hallie wasn't Hallie yet. Like he just wasn't. There's always a Hallie.
Halliburton better than Drew Holiday? Yes or no?
No, but Drew, he didn't do the things Drew was doing.
Plenty more minutes.
Drew was a better fit for
that's
Team
the point.
USA.
And you know how we find that out?
No, because Drew actually can play defense.
Right, and I understand that part. And you know what we can do?
Wasn't 100% healthy.
Since we're on the subject of fit, goes back to Ox's point about competition. Ox, let's open up this camp. Let's get 30. Let's get 35 dudes in here, and let's battle for 12 spots.
Why would I?
Respectfully, you do that, KD will fry all of it.
And you know what, Mars? If that's the case,
and he gets the spot.
If that's the case, then
I'm just letting you know. Like you're gonna be like,
hold on.
Well, that's my point right there, Mars.
We value positional basketball in every other Olympic run except for this one. I don't think that's what we're doing. But we always had role players. Not role players. They weren't role players. We always had role players. We always had role players on every one of those teams because you need people to be the in-between guys between Bryant and Wade. Even Melo. Melo was a role player on those teams. He was a scorer. Everybody takes a role. Dwight Howard was a role player. Chris Bosh was a role player. CP3 was a role player. So I'm saying that like everybody steps into these roles. Ant Edwards, Devin Booker, and Drew Holiday. If you couldn't defend and you couldn't shoot, you didn't play. So that's the way it worked. That's why D-Book closed those games over Ant Edwards. because he was doing the role better than Anthony Edwards was. But Ant's obviously a better player.
Ant would be in a different role if LeBron, KD, and he'd be one of the
and
ones.
He wouldn't be as good at it in that specific.
That is
role,
your.
I'm saying.
We don't know.
No, because if you're telling me if you're telling me they needed because they needed a playmaker. Also, remember when you're playing in the Olympics, these teams they were playing are massive. They needed size to be able to dribble the basketball. The issue is LeBron in this situation best fit this scheme because Ant Edwards isn't a playmaker. He's not somebody that's going to pass the ball at a high level, and he's not somebody that creates a lot of advantages.
I know.
Why does he have to be though? Why does he have to be?
Every team had that. Every team had that over that run. France had it. Germany had it. Serbia had it. They all had it.
Yeah, but why does
we could have took our top 5 guys off that team and put new top 5 guys, and we still come home with gold. Like
so
LeBron, I'm not changing the narrative. I'm trying to tell you about how basketball. No, I'm not. If you don't take it personally, what I'm saying is if you take LeBron, KD, and Steph minutes, if you decrease those minutes and you give those minutes to Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, and Jason Tatum, we still win.
No, whatever. If y'all, I don't want to argue. It's
simple as that. You can put Donovan Mitchell in there. You can put Donovan Mitchell in there. Take somebody. You can put Jay. I know, Swiper. That's my point. You can take Jaylen Brown in there. You can. That's my point. If you give because hold on, wait, because you're not listening. If you give Jason Tatum, if you give Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown's, if you give Jason Tatum, LeBron James minutes or Kevin Durant's minutes or whatever, and then you put Jaylen Brown where Jason Tatum was doing, we still win.
Wait a minute, chill. You think in 24, if they would have taken LeBron and KD off the team for JB and JT, the same result would have happened.
Yes, I still think
absolutely.
I still think that they would have won the gold. Yes,
absolutely.
Why is that? I don't understand why that's ridiculous to think. Because he literally just Jordan.
He wants to be a bitch so bad.
He literally just told us.
Jordan just said that.
They're not that just good. They play a good brand of basketball.
He just told us that those guys. He told us that those guys were massive at the guard spot, and we needed big ball handlers. Yo, guys, can you tell me how big Jason Tatum is? How tall is Jason Tatum? And ball handler, Bing, check. How big is Jaylen Brown? 6'6". Did your other wing? Not so much of a ball handler. Not so much. Not so much of a ball handler. But
man, we could have had Cade and Scotty out there.
Bro.
Can I interject real quick?
Cade off the 14-win season if he would have made the Olympic team.
What's up, I just want to say, it's a lot.
Jalen Brunson and De'Aaron Fox.
Yep. It's just a lot of things people aren't considering when we're talking about specifically that 2014. Chilltown, I don't think there's going to be much to worry about. I think Kevin Durant might be the glaring odd man out in terms of age when it comes to his next Olympic team, because that 2014 was specifically meant for the old guys, those 3 old guys particularly. I don't think y'all remember in 23, whenever USA came in second in whatever game that was, whatever it was, that day the reports came out. LeBron called Kevin Durant and Curry. The narrative was set from there about what 24 was going to be. They named them the Avengers. They got names for them. They got logos. LeBron showing up waving the flag like Captain America. It was narrative driven. That was not something that was indicative of what the league could provide or what we provide for Team USA, which is the best players are being old. No, they wanted it. They wanted to do it. That's why they got the opportunities to play heavy minutes or do whatever. And they were also busting ass. Let's not lie. If they weren't cooking, if they went out there and was playing like shit, we would have seen a lot more Ant, JT, Brunt, whoever it was, getting more minutes. It's just the old guys wanted it, and they were busting ass. So it ended up happening for him. In 28, Kevin Durant says he wants to play, and he's able to produce. Cool. I don't know what there's not going to be any other old guy for real that I could think of that either wants to or be able to produce to that level.
Steph maybe, Damo. Steph might be able to still play.
But Steph want to play though. That's the thing.
In year 26.
I don't know about Bron. I don't know if Bron will be able to play, but I think KD and Steph. But Damo, one thing also you got to remember about this so-called Avengers team is they had Kawhi too. You know what I mean? Like Kawhi was supposed to be there too, but obviously with the knees thing, they sent him. He had to go home.
Yeah.
So I think I do agree that they were trying to make it a point to have like the older guys come through.
This is their last ride. This was going to be. This was the last ride for them. This was their last hurrah together or whatever it is. The highlight of era, a moment in time in basketball, and let's go out and get this gold. That's absolutely fine. In 28, it's going to be Kevin Durant. He's going to walk in that locker room. He's going to see Ant, Book, Tatum, Brown, and I know y'all going to say start naming bigs. Shut up. He's going to see Coop Flag. He's going to see all these other phenomenal talents. And you know what we're going to say? Man, did we not look foolish in 23 wondering what's going to happen for Team USA and our
have enough guys.
Do we have the talent to compete? Oh, after the old guys retire, who's going to replace them?
Bro, that's fucking nuts. If anybody sit up here and believes that
Cunningham, Jalen Durant,
that like the games is that close, you out your fucking mind. You a disgrace. Like swipe out with all no disrespect. That's a disgrace. Like to look at fucking Serbia and think that if the United States don't get their actual best players in the NBA, that they wouldn't fucking beat them.
What do you mean actual best players? Like who? Like who? Like who? What are you saying?
KD, James, and Curry.
The NBA literally they can go get 10 to 12 fucking players. That's the best 12 in the NBA outside of Luka, Wemby, Jokic. They can still get 12 and smack every team, period. It's not even like they can go get a fucking LaMelo Ball and smack these
motherfuckers.
We just saw that.
Not every team.
But we just saw that in
majority of teams.
Yeah. We just
not every team. No, it's going. Listen, Jordan. With all due no disrespect, like you said, I ain't gonna hold you. Canada's gonna be a close game. For the foreseeable.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm good on Canada.
No,
France to be a close game.
No, they have one guy.
No, they do not. No, they do not. When you in 2028, when they roll out, Wembyamba,
they did have one guy. What's that going to do having a close game?
When they roll out Wembyamba, who's going to be clearly the best player in the league.
If we was to play them in a series, we'd beat their ass for sure. 4-0.
They're rolling out Wemby and Alex Sarr.
I agree. It's single elimination, and we still beating their ass. All we have to do is get the best guys.
Probably win, but like.
The U.S. got a fucking Drew Holiday. They didn't need to get Drew Holiday on the team or Derek White. They didn't need him. If they go get the best guys, we beat their ass.
We beating the shit out of them. The world got. You can't definitely. I was going to say, but the world has to click up to compete with us. Like they can't do it. Individual countries. They got to click up. No, you don't. You're not hearing me. You don't want to hear me because the truth hurts. I know.
To push back against this a little bit, I think that we have a very good reason to disagree with talent just overall winning everything. This doesn't happen in AAU. There are plenty of teams in the AAU you can have. And I think I can attest to this. Super talented, 1 through 12, rosters loaded. They lose to better teams. In football, this happens all the time. When you play versus super talented teams, you will lose to a better overall team that is more bought into their system, that understands their identity and been playing together longer. I think when you look at almost any sport that's a team sport, if you play together and you know each other well, which is like France, Serbia, Australia, they've been playing together for 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 years. Argentina in 2004, you can beat talent. Remember to Oxford, I think you can agree with this. Team USA didn't play together. They don't play. They don't play outside of that tournament. They don't play in FIBA together. They don't even play in the World Cup together. They play in Olympics together. And so what happens is when you're not used to playing with each other, it takes a while to learn. And I think the things that
but they don't play together either, though. Jokic and Wemby don't play with their team either, though.
Jokic has played with Team Serbia since he was 19. He's played with these players.
Yeah,
though,
but he go and play 82 games in the United States.
That's true. But I get what Swipe is saying. Like that's 100% a fact. Now, to your point, Drench, yes, they all over here playing in the NBA, but they do get together, do their thing, right? But with all due disrespect, we don't have to because we're better. We don't have to. We don't have to. We can grab. We can grab.
Reason,
yeah, man. Yeah, that's yeah.
They got niggas on
Come
the
on,
team.
bro.
That shouldn't be
That's
on the
not.
team.
That's not. That's
Like
not.
who?
It's not going down.
Drew Holiday and Derek
Drew was
White
good for them in that tournament. He was really good.
And we got, and on top of that too, we got Cooper Flag now too. Like we got other young dudes that's coming.
That we almost lost. Nigga, we didn't lose. I don't.
When is the last time we lost? When is the last time we lost in the when is the last time we lost in the Olympics? But so hold on, Swipe, because you said because of Steph Curry. Why? But who was Steph Curry shooting it out with? Bogey has fall off a cliff since then.
Well, we're talking about the tournament. We're talking about in the tournament.
I get what you're talking about, but you're talking about that Serbia game. Steph and Bogey was having a shootout, and Bogey has fallen off way harder than Steph has.
And again, I think another point to push back on y'all, which is again, I know why I don't think you all, and this is not accusatory, I don't think you fully believe what you're saying is because we've all admitted the 3-ball has been the great equalizer in basketball. That is the difference.
And we had
when the talent is even. When the talent is somewhat. Well, no, because when
you don't even believe. You don't even
when the talent is somewhat even.
No.
Yeah, I could get with that.
Because
but the talent's not even.
But in the NBA today, the talent isn't even, and good teams lose to bad teams all the time.
And Bogey is not the same player he was 2 years ago.
No, but you're talking about something today. We're talking about 24. Why? We're talking about 2024.
Why?
In 2024.
Because it was somebody different in 2020.
The issue you're running into in 2024.
They weren't fucking with us in 2020.
But the teams that weren't fucking with us in 2020
they didn't play. They didn't all play in 21. When we went through the pandemic, not everybody in the world played on the world teams. And then what happened is
in 28, put some money up. Bro, you can take Serbia.
You gotta let the point finish. The issue that you're running,
you let the point finish
because again, I'm trying to build.
You do this shit every damn day. Every damn day you do this shit.
I'm not trying to interrupt anybody. It's as simple as this. Like if you
gotta let me finish.
If you get
they can't fuck with us
through the conversation and you just let go of the ego.
You can't. They can't fuck with us.
I'm asking you if somebody.
It's not ego. It's not ego. It's just facts, nigga. They can't get with us.
So Swiper, get with us. Question, Swiper. So
no matter how hard you try and pray, they can't get with us.
So question, Swiper. Of the
so
bigs,
if they make 22,
wait, Swiper.
It's not gonna happen.
6 points.
It's not gonna happen. We're superior. We're better.
In 28, we're not just better because you say we better. No. That's not.
I know we're better because them niggas don't. It don't got nothing to do with me, Chill. It don't got nothing to do with me. It's them niggas in the gym that's better.
Y'all not even arguing the same thing no more.
Swiper, when you're looking at the bigs in 28,
because I say so. Then whatever.
Which bigs? What is that? What does Team USA look like? Swiper in 28.
Just the fuck what the reason is. We better.
I don't know why we're talking about 28. I'm trying to figure out 24 because if the issue was the shooting.
Okay,
the shooting was different.
24.
But what made the difference in them winning the game was shooting, which was Steph and Durant.
Okay,
because we're talking. Because I'm talking about Because what happened is I'm talking about why LeBron, Durant, and Curry. Why that mattered. Having two elite shooters, one of them pull-up shooter in the middle, one of them was elite three-point shooters. That literally won them those 2 games.
We got Khan now. We got Khan now.
You said Khan Canupo, and
we got Khan now. So
what you saying? What you say, Jordan?
Swiper, we don't have to do that though. You
keep
saying that as if what I get what you're trying to put down. What you're trying to assume is that if you take that away, what are the Americans going to do?
In those 2 games,
they don't have to play like that. They would just play the way that they want to play. Steph, KD, that's what they do. So we beat y'all doing what they do. But if we take them away, we'll put a whole nother squad out there that can do something different and spank Serbia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You act like put that in there as if.
Ron, what's the kid from Illinois? What's the kid from Illinois? The kid. We got him now too. We can shoot it out, nigga. We can do whatever you want to do. We can shoot about something. We can do anything.
Like that's the only reason why America has a chance because the unfathomable shooting of
24.
But Swiper, let's discuss 20. So Swiper,
put anything out there and beat y'all ass.
You couldn't put anything out there in 24 and 1. That's not what
here's the
happened.
thing, though.
To act like let's just say it was Ant. Let's leave Jaylen Brown out of this. Let's say it was Ant and let's say it was Jason Tatum that stepped in for LeBron in KD, or you could say Steph. However, let's say Steph and LeBron. Let's say Steph and LeBron was replaced by
Derek White
and Ant. The only thing I'm gonna say is like
we had Derek White on the floor, Ron.
I think
the Celtics' best player.
Why do we have to? Ron, was he or was he not the best player on Team USA in that run? Okay, cool.
What I'm saying is,
you're saying if Tatum in a hypothetical world was not playing like garbage and he was playing better, you could put him in LeBron's spot and that would have gave the Team USA the same results, or Kawhi or one of those players
wasn't playing like garbage. This is the same Jason Tatum. This is the same Jason Tatum who 3 years removed.
This is not 21. It's the point about 24. It's the 21's not the same.
Swiper, let the point land. Swiper, let the point land.
Exactly.
Let the point land.
2021 Jason Tatum, second lead scorer on the Olympics, moving into the summer, going into the summer.
Who was number one? Who was number one?
Championship, and I was awesome. Not only was I awesome,
who was number one on the team in 21? Chill. Who was number one? Who was number one in 21? Chill. Who was number one? Second thing.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant
was. You're saying in your mind, get rid of Kevin Durant at 24. The best player in 16, the same player at 21, and then he was better again in 24.
In 2024.
There's a reason why LeBron didn't play in 21.
Was not better than Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant was not better than Jason Tatum in 2024.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue.
Was better than Kevin Durant.
You know what I realized about you?
I am the man.
I realized about you. The reason you don't want LeBron there is because you feel like Jason Tatum got
not it at all.
Bench, and LeBron was unfairly better than him. That's why you hate that. LeBron was the best player in the run. I have never heard in my life. Hey, 100% the best player off the floor.
Two of those guys,
rid of him,
to your
because
point.
we need the guy that was on the bench to play ahead of him. So get LeBron off the floor and everything he was doing.
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Hope for the same thing to happen.
That's not. Get the hell out of here, because what you're completely leaving. What you're leaving out. You're leaving out. All you're doing is talking over me. All you're doing is talking over me. That's all you're doing. It's just talking over me. That's all you're doing. You ain't making salient points. As you were saying, you didn't make one good point. All you talking about was he was better at 24. No, Kevin Durant was not better at 24. You trying to tell us that he was better at 24? He wasn't better than Jason Tatum in 2024. No, he was not. No, you just saying that he was better in 24. No, he was not. So now the second leading scorer on that crew in 21, when they won the gold medal, now is moving into 2024 as not the same player. He's a better player. He's a better ball handler. He's a better shooter. He comes into the summer after the NBA champion than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant.
Shooter than Kevin Durant. Do you hear yourself?
I didn't say.
Do you hear yourself?
You just said shooter.
You just said shooter. Do you hear yourself?
I said ball handler. That's what I said. I said ball handler.
No distraction.
I said ball handler.
So you didn't make one jumper. He didn't make one jumper in the
only
run.
played 4 minutes.
He played certain minutes. Devin Booker came off the bench. He made a jumper. Drew Holiday came off the bench. He made a jumper. Anthony Booker came off the bench. He made a jumper. They all played more. They all made jumpers.
Jason Tatum's the only one.
Jason Tatum's the only one. He's the only one.
He's the only one. Tatum to make any shots? Is that what you're saying? I'm saying that Jason Tatum make shots. None.
He didn't show away from the rim the whole run.
That's just not true. That's not true.
No, literally, chill. He makes 0 baskets outside of the paint. Zero.
Anyway, that's not true. But with that being said,
it's literally true. So what are you talking about? He makes 0 shots outside the paint.
Okay, how many minutes did he play so I can tell everybody?
All right, now we're doing minutes. But everybody else made jumpers. Everybody else could shoot, but Tatum. And they all came off the bench. Do you realize how you sound?
No,
so Tatum was the only one that was getting screwed.
This is
getting screwed. Oh, so he's the only one. Okay. Well, Anthony Edwards, I can get in there and do my job. I can go play defense. I can go hit jumpers. Devin Booker, I can play defense.
Anthony Edwards, this is the same Anthony Edwards.
This is Anthony Edwards. Realize how you sound? Because Jason Tatum,
who's the king behind the bench. Is that what you're saying?
No, wait, no, chill. Listen to what you're saying.
This is what you're doing.
Listen how you sound. Jason Tatum, he had to get put on the bench, so I got to feel bad for Tatum when everybody else who came off the bench could do a better job than him. But I got to move LeBron out the way to give Tatum more minutes because he sucked coming off the bench. So I got to make everybody else feel be worse, make him feel better for his feelings.
Yeah, that's
for his feelings.
It's about feelings.
But LeBron played better. Kevin Durant played better. But hey, you know what? LeBron, LeBron, KD, we got to take you off the court. You know why? Jason Tatum doesn't feel good coming off the bench. But Anthony Edwards could do it. Anthony Davis could do it.
Swiper, you got it. You got it, Swiper. You got it, Swiper.
Everybody else could do it.
You got it.
No, because you keep making excuses.
He don't got nothing. The bitches can't beat us.
Excuses.
You keep trying to tell me
excuses.
Don't concede, chill.
No, hold on. Every time you say Jason Tatum played bad, all you say is he didn't get enough minutes. He didn't get enough minutes. He played more than damn near everybody else on the team. Everybody else on the team.
He was barely playing 10 minutes. The hell am I supposed to be doing in 10 minutes?
6 most minutes of anybody on the roster.
6 most. That's not better than 5. What are you talking about? Get the hell out of here, Swiper, with that bullshit.
Swiper, you saying he played the 6 most minutes is fucking nasty.
Okay, so the reason why but Jordan, there's a reason why he didn't play more than Steph. There's a reason why he didn't play more than Bron. There's a reason why he didn't play more than KD. There's a reason why he didn't play more than the sitters. They're sitters. So
you literally just told us that the teams over in Europe, the teams in the Olympics were massive, and the teams in the Olympics that were massive, we needed to
whose minutes does he take?
handlers, big ball handlers. Jason Tatum is a big guy. This is what you said. No, you're just going to dominate the conversation. Tell me to answer questions. You literally said, whoever's a ball handler, he's a bigger ball handler. Because you just said that we need a bigger.
So take Kevin Durant and LeBron off the court.
We needed bigger guys
to
handle the basketball.
Off the court.
That's what you said. You said we needed bigger guys to handle the basketball. Jason Tatum at 6'9", 6'10" is a ball handler, basketball handler who was actually really good with the Boston Celtics. He was good in the Olympics in 21. He's not the same player that he was in 21 that he is in 24. Absolutely. So with all of that being said, how can we not have him playing more? How can we not have him playing more? So Steph Curry plays more
than the forwards that were playing better. I don't know, Chill. They were
better players.
The math isn't mathing to me.
Because they were better players. That's why.
Because they were also playing better. Yes, you deserve credit. Chill. You don't get to just get in the game just because. I don't know what school you went to, but in my schools, you have to earn your minutes. You don't get to just get in the game.
We're talking about arguably a top 5 player in the league.
Guess what? You don't get to bring that's different with you, Chill. You don't get to bring that to Olympic basketball because you have a job to do. If you don't do your job, you will not play. You are not playing. That's the difference. LeBron did his job. He's going to play. Kevin Durant did his job. He's going to play. Devin Booker closed because he did his job. Did his job. That's the way basketball works. You got to do your job.
Jason Tatum didn't get an opportunity to do his job.
He didn't get it. Okay, but he got more minutes than Booker than everybody. He got more minutes than Booker and Edwards. Now what?
You just told us that. So how come Jrue Holiday played more than Devin Booker? How come Jrue Holiday played more than all the rest of these guys?
Because they were better. Holiday was playing well the whole run.
Because you just told us he was playing.
He was playing well.
You just said he was a better fit. You didn't say anything about him playing well.
He was playing better. So chill. So you want Jrue Holiday to get subbed? By the way, one of the best POA defenders in the tournament. He was also shooting the ball. He was the best handlers in the one of the best handlers in the NBA. You want him to get subbed out for Tatum to go play the 2.
One of the best distributors in the game. So now
let him get it off. Just let him play.
He can't play. He can't play.
This is just this is
nasty.
This is just 2008 Christmas all over again. Mom and dad.
I ain't gonna lie. You better have to get your ass up out of here, Swipe.
Mom and dad.
All that Serbian nonsense is whatever. You're not replacing LeBron in that run. I'm not hearing none of that. You're not replacing LeBron in that run. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you're saying.
We can. We know you don't care.
All that nonsense. You're not replacing LeBron in 24. Is that
you acting as if our winning the gold is contingent upon Steph Curry
and LeBron. Yes, 100%.
Absolutely. Those dudes didn't play.
I'm sorry. I watched the Olympics. I came up with a different takeaway than you. Those were the 3 best players. They're gonna play.
Curry not asked for a lot of that tournament. He had 2 good games.
Now you're yelling.
Two good games.
2 very important games to have good games.
No, but I'm saying in the Mars, what I'm saying is in the grand scheme of things, if you step back and then you look at the roster, I'm saying there's always been points in Olympic runs where one of the players has a hot 2-3 games from 3.
Right, of course.
That's the
nature
run.
of a 1-game elimination.
It wasn't even good for a lot of the tournament, and we still won. Kevin Durant was missing time in the tournament, and we still won. So I don't even know what you're like talking about.
Talking about
He's
the last
talking-
games that they needed to players to play.
talking about. Oh my God! Please, no one is going to do this, and this kills me.
That's crazy.
Y'all really sit here and just.
KD missed the preliminary games, not the Olympics. By the way, he missed the.
All Swiper is doing is talking about the importance. He's just talking about the importance of the old guys in those games. That's all he's talking about. Everyone else is talking about winning. Swiper's talking about how close the games were. But for whatever reason, the conversation went to, oh, we busting everybody ass. Swiper points out, well, we didn't bust everybody ass. We still won. And then the rebuttal, we won. Who cares? He's just pointing out why we won. Now, Mars explained it so elegantly about 30 minutes ago, it feels like. On one hand, it is very fair to say the guys who are the best on the court, it is not easy to just replace them with other guys that just want to be the best guys on the court. Again, on one hand, it is fair to say that just replacing guys on the court would just be this easy 2K-like thing because this is real life. You don't know how performances are going to go. You don't know if people are going to rise to the occasion of doing what those guys did. So that is super fair. On the other hand, it is also fair to say we have a lot of talent on one end. Guys can't come in and have a great game. Guys can't come in and produce if given an opportunity, and we still win. Two things can be true. Can you nigga boo stop yelling?
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the hoes go ham. You ain't never seen hoops all hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. Yeah, this that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.